So I was messaging with someone yesterday, and this is not the first time I've heard this, mind you. In my years in practice, I've heard this same scenario before, but I thought, oh gracious, could we discuss this? This woman was trying, like so many other women are trying. She's trying to heal, right? She's trying to heal. She's got high homocysteine. She's pre-diabetic, and she's trying to lose weight. And she's been trying for a while, and things aren't moving. And she's getting frustrated. And so she says, well, I'm doing some fasting that's finally bringing down my weight. I said, okay, what kind of fasting intervals are you using? Her response was, I'm doing a 68 to 70 hour fast once a week, another 48-hour fast, and then I'm eating in a 20 hours fasting, 4 hours eating window when I eat. I just had to take a minute because I just thought, oh my gosh, I wish I could sit down with you and yourselves and have a conversation where they got to speak. Because when we severely restrict food, fasting can be a healing tool. It's meant to be used in conscious episodes of time, not as a means to basically make it so we don't eat so that our body is forced to digest itself so we lose weight. That's punishment. When we tell our body, so here's the deal, you get to have food 4 to 8 hours a week, and the rest of the time we're not going to eat, which is what this model would have said. Our body goes, what did I do wrong? I'm sorry, I don't understand. I mean, if our body could embody and stand in front of us, it would say, why are you mad at me? What did I do? What did I do wrong that now I'm being told that I don't get the fuel I need to give you what you want? Because every day we go, oh, body, hey, I need to show up to work. I need to take care of my kids. I need to answer my emails. I need to be able to drive my car. And our body goes, cool, I'm going to try to meet that need. And when we severely restrict food, which is the way our body makes that energy, we're telling our body, I'm not going to give you any tools, but I expect performance. This model is punishment. And I'll tell you what happens to that child self inside us. That child self goes, so I just got sent to my room without dinner, like, for good? What did I do wrong? I don't know how to be good. I don't know how to be good enough to get your attention, to be loved. I don't know how to do it. I don't understand. And that part of us, you guys, it's a huge part of our healing. Make no mistake, our cell energy, our metabolism, our hormonal balance, our brain function, our immune system, they are vastly influenced by what that inner environment is like. And if that inner environment is, body, you're so stupid and you've messed up my life so bad that I get it. The one thing I'm going to do now is punish you with no food. I once spoke to a woman who had paid to do someone's fasting program. She paid them like, I don't know, $7,000 or something. And here's what happened. She got gaslit because her body had already done this a million times and was no longer going to play this game. And when her body would not release weight because it found the fasting to be extraordinarily stressful and was actually lowering her cell energy, therefore her body wasn't going to release anything, that practitioner went, you're lying to me, you must be eating when I told you not to. When I told you not to. First off, big red flag. Kick that person to the curb. Second thing, the practitioner then said, well, I guess you're down to being allowed to eat about 1 meal a day. Second big red flag. You're allowed. Our healing is a relationship experience. That's one of the things that I love the most. We were just talking about this in our group the other day, in the group of women who are working with me in Thriving Health, because some of the women in there were like, oh my God, I finally feel free to actually have a relationship with my body and a relationship with food, and to actually create a loving exchange rather than something based off of all these stupid, rigid rules that just keep telling me I'm wrong. And this is my big problem with it. We have to stop punishing ourselves. Since when does punishment equal healing? And make no mistake, it is punishment. If you're telling your body it gets food 4 hours a day, it's punishment. You have a body that has to make energy all day. You have a body that has to make energy. And I'm not even talking the energy to put you guys through your life. I'm talking like, did you think about how your kidneys will continue to function? Or your heart muscle? Or your brain? Or your liver? Did you think about what kind of energy it takes to make your hormones? And then to get them to cells? And then get them across cell membranes? And then to enact the messages? If we're going to operate on a principle that we're just going to make my body, because some people say, well, my body's got plenty of stored energy there. It's just going to use that. I'll tell you the truth. Do you know what happens more often? The fat stays and your body digests your organs and your muscle first. Because there's a ton of stuff stored in that fat that needs open detox pathways to move. And if you do start to break down that fat, a lot of that crud gets released into the system. And now you've got petrochemicals, plastics, mercury, arsenic, cadmium, aluminum being released into circulation with an organ system that is not set up to detox it, and we get to bombard the body with all those substances. That's not healing. That's punishment. When we heal, one of the reasons why the women I work with heal, and they can develop a whole new relationship with food, and they do solve their food cravings, is that we're developing a relationship. It's not like you walk in the door and I go, okay, that's it. You can't eat this, you can't eat this, you can't eat this, you got to do it this way. We explore all of the associated feelings and experiences associated with food and our body. And then we heal those relationships so that it's so much easier for us to relate to what our body does thrive with and what does help it have energy and being nourished and feel strong and lose the weight and feel good in itself and balance the hormones and heal the thyroid, because it's a full being experience. If restricting food is the model of health and healing, then what's going to happen is that you're going to do it and you're going to just beat yourself up. And then one day, of course, you're not going to be able to continue to do it. And what's going to happen is you're going to go back to what you were doing. And mind you, there's been no healing done on why do I eat those other foods and why does my body want to do this? And then your body's going to go right back into the loop. We wouldn't parent our kids that way. We would never tell our kids, I don't like how you're acting, so now I've decided you only get food 4 hours a day, or you don't get to eat a couple days a week. You guys, so much of healing is reparenting ourselves. So much of healing is becoming the true wise adult in our body relationship and healing that. And sometimes that does involve telling ourselves no, but the no is not no because you're bad and I'm going to control you. The no is because we've actually figured out how to tap into this relationship, into what we really desire, and we're formulating our life and our actions in alignment with that desire. This is one of the secrets in healing. It takes time to walk it out. And it takes time to viscerally get it because our brain goes, I got it. But really, the getting is in the body. When your body gets it, when you're connected to that getting, that knowing in your body, it all changes. It all shifts. Suddenly you're like, whoa, why do I feel so good? Why is my temperature so high? Why is my pulse so good? Why do I have so much energy? Why does my body respond to me so well? oh my God, I didn't know I could have this relationship. We don't get there by doing like the woman I was telling you about in the beginning who's trying to heal by basically fasting all the time. It does take a journey. And I know for some people, they go, well, it'll just be easier to not eat. Right. We like avoiding what we need to actually heal. That's an avoidance technique. I'm just not going to eat. So I don't have to look. I don't have to heal it. I don't have to dive in. I don't have to pay attention. I'm just not going to eat. That has a consequence. Our cells require food to work. You go to bare minimum. I can tell you one thing. Truly starving people are not sexy. They aren't working on big creativity. They're not thriving. They're not establishing beautiful relationships. And so much of healing now has become this like male-centered, and it's very masculine. I've created a bunch of rules and you will follow them. That's a very masculine model. It deprives us of our feminine connection to our body, intuition, wisdom, energetics, heart. It deprives us of all of that. And we're so used to the masculine model of living because our society is very masculine. I have a bunch of rules. You must follow them. No questions asked. That's this very masculine model. And we keep squashing the feminine. But I'm going to tell you, especially for women healing, we need to access more of that flow, that body connection, that body wisdom, that spark inside us. We're women. If we lean all the way over into that masculine paradigm, we just cut off all of our amazing power. We need both. Everybody is a blend of yin and yang, but if you're all yang, you're going to become brittle. In Chinese medicine, they talk about that. Yang is the fire, yin is the water. If you're all yang, you're going to become brittle because that moisture is going to deplete. It's going to become deficient. You're going to become a husk. You're going to become hard. You're going to become dry. Everything just gets brittle and dry and gray and ugh. And we need to nourish. Women are more yin than yang. We need to nourish that softness, that intuition, that flow, that wisdom, that ease, that connection in our body, the voice of our body, working less from punishment, more from collaboration. That's how we heal. And it is true, most of the healing model, even in alternative medicine, most of it is based off masculine paradigms. Most of those docs out there, like, there's so many that are like, I'm the expert on women healing their thyroid and losing weight. Here's the rules. You're not allowed to eat all this stuff. Just do it. I used to do CrossFit, and one of the male trainers there one day was like, oh, it's so easy to lose weight. I don't get why people don't do it. You just eat broccoli and beef 2 meals a day, and in the morning you just have some eggs. I don't get it. Just do it. And it was this so like cut off, like, grr, there are just rules, just follow the rules. And I'm like, you have never been a woman who's ever gained any weight because you have no idea what you're talking about. That you have no clue. There's just a complete disconnect there. We don't heal by punishing ourselves. We do establish guidelines like good self-stewarding. But we do that while taking care of all the emotional states and mental states that come up as we do, so we heal the whole picture. So I hope today, so there's a lot of people probably watching this who might go watch Super Bowl and whatnot today. But just think about that. What's my relationship with my body? Do I keep trying to punish it into healing? I mean, really, take a really honest look. Do you keep going, body, you're so stupid. Oh my God, I'm just gonna make you behave. Or, just really notice, because it matters, you guys. Notice if you have a lot of very rigid rules and you keep beating yourself up for not adhering to them, or breaking them, or you think you should be doing those really rigid rules. Like, notice that. And I want you to recognize that there's a whole lot of stuff there that needs healing, and learning how to partner with your body and match its needs and hear its voice and be able to actually take part in healing with it, because it's a collaboration. It's not this domineering process. So those are my thoughts for today, spurred by another woman who's valiantly trying to heal, but is doing so by truly punishing herself. And I just thought, oh my God, we need to break this cycle. That is not us in our power. When we are punishing ourselves as the way that we get to healing, we are diminishing our power and our light, diminishing our strength. It is egregious. It's an assault on us. And mind you, the more that we adhere to that, the more we just kind of shrink under the weight of it, or we become angry, bitter, and brittle. Doesn't work. Healing should make us come into this place of expansion and joy and brightness and power and light and vibrance and a sense of reclamation of this internal power, and this like, oh no, me and my body are so in sync. Like, we are such good partners. Like, that's where healing should take us, not, God, I wish this stupid structure would listen to me. So pay attention. Where are you in that process? And if you really are sitting here going, oh my God, I'm so ready to change this relationship, send me a message. This is so much of what's inherent in how I guide women through healing, is reestablishing that compassionate relationship with our body and really learning to partner so that we can keep it up for the rest of our life. We don't just like do some really rough plan and then, 6 months from now, we have to figure out, how do I sustain this without having to live with no fun in my life? So those are my musings for today. Thank you all for watching. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Dr. Julie Twomoon. I am a naturopathic medical doctor. I practice Chinese medicine, and I help women who are exhausted and stuck get their vitality back, come back into their life and into their body. You're beautiful. You're amazing. I love you. Don't ever forget, you are inherently made of divine stuff. There's no way you're too messed up to heal. There's no way that you were made broken. There's no way that you don't have the capacity to heal whatever it is you desire to heal. You just need the information. You're just missing pieces. You're not broken. No one's broken. Blessings, guys.